Hello and welcome to the War Thunder dev server. In this video I will be giving a preview of the Su-9 and the Su-11, not the late 1950s interceptors of the same name, but rather early attempts by the Sukhoi Design Bureau to produce a viable jet fighter for the Soviet Air Force. These two jets are nearly identical, with the Su-9 taking a spot in the tech tree before the LA-15, and the Su-11 being a Tier 5 premium, costing 7,480 Golden Eagles. Now, the major difference between the two versions of this aircraft are the engines. The Su-9 uses a pair of RD-10 engines, which are copies of the German UMO 004 that was used on the Messerschmitt 262. Each of these engines produces 870 kilograms of force, which is enough to push the Su-9 to as high as 540 miles an hour at sea level, and then 530 miles an hour at 10,000 feet. The Su-11, on the other hand, is powered by a pair of TR-1 jet engines. These produce up to 1,310 kilograms of force, and while a fair thrust improvement, the top speed is only a bit faster, with up to 585 miles an hour at sea level, and 582 miles an hour at 10,000 feet, although it is worth noting that the acceleration is improved. The second notable difference between these two are air brakes. The Su-9 has air brakes outboard of the engines on each wing, although the Su-11, with its larger in-wing mounted engines, doesn't seem to have space for these air brakes, so they are not present on this version. The fixed weapons on both aircraft appear to be the same. These are the guns, a central 37mm N37 cannon with 30 rounds of ammunition, backed up by a pair of 23mm NS-23s with 100 rounds per gun. This is a similar gun layout to other Soviet jet aircraft, such as the MiG-9 and the MiG-15, with these guns of course being mounted in the nose of the aircraft. There are then multiple belt types available for each of these guns, with up to 40mm of armor penetration for the 37mm cannon, making these weapons usable against lightly armored ground targets. Although for attacking ground targets, both versions share the same secondary payloads, giving them a level of multi-role capability. Either a single 500kg bomb or up to two 250kg bombs can be mounted on a central pylon. Being such an early jet aircraft, there is of course no ballistic computer assistance for using these bombs, although personally I feel they are easy enough to use. The maneuverability of both versions feels similar to other early jets, such as the Kika and the Messerschmitt 262, the latter of which was very much an influence on the design of this jet aircraft. These aircraft also include a detailed cockpit, which appears to be the same model for both versions, which would make sense as the Su-11 is obviously a very direct development of the Su-9. Overall, these are two fairly simple aircraft, adding a bit more multi-role capability to Russian BR 7.0 and a lower BR Tier 5 premium option for players that would want to grind the Russian airline. Were these jets needed? No, not really, but personally I am all for more variety, so these two aircraft are nice to see. Anyways though, that will be it from me from the War Thunder dev server for the time being. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.